All right, David, let's go back to you.
Ideas. There's so many great organizations here, and we have Jim Rubens from American Promise. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I love it here. So I'm here for American Promise. We're seeking a 28th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, restoring power to the states to set limits on Zuckerberg, Chinese communist money coming into our states, infecting our state policies, and supplanting the views, values, candidate preferences of local voters. We want to protect federalism.
So the only way to do that is to get, the legislatures to pass the laws first in the states?
We have 22 states that have signed on asking Congress to draft the amendment, draft the 28th Amendment, and send it back to the states, 38 of which are required for ratification. We have a target date of July 4th, 2026 to get this passed into law. And again, our amendment doesn't ask the state to do anything. If you happen to be in a state that does not want Chinese communist and dark money and super PAC money from Zuckerberg in your elections, or for that matter, Sheldon Adelson in your elections, your state legislature has the power to do it.
So I can understand the foreign money.
Yeah.
What about, like, say, Zuckerberg? So super PACs are around.
Yeah.
How would it control him?
Well, let me give you an example. There are no limits on super PAC money.
Right.
So let's say you happen to live in Alaska. The Supreme Court struck down the donor-voter law in Alaska, which said that if you're a voter in Alaska, you can give money to Alaska candidates. If you're a Chinese communist, you can't. If you're a voter in California or a billionaire in California, you can't give money to Alaska. The Supreme Court struck that law down. We want to give the Alaska legislature back the power to have such a law.
Now, do you need the American public on board with you to get involved with your organization to push it?
Absolutely, because Congress is very slow to react. It's going to be a state-level, state-by-state effort. We have 22 states at American Promise signed on endorsing this amendment. We need to get to 38 states for full ratification.
Right. So tell our viewers where they can find you and get involved with this.
Real simple. AmericanPromise.net.
All right, everybody. So Jim Rubens from American Promise, fighting to limit foreign money and dark money. Thank you so much for coming to CPAC 2022. This is David Zere, and we're going to go back to Miranda Khan.
Thanks so much, David. I appreciate it. All right, so we are going to go to the main stage because, again, we are just moments away from hearing the results.